Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are for another video on Jurassic World the game. Today, we'll be taking the run from Hatchling to Dominator in the Shake the Earth tournament for the Smilodon. Already have this guy unlocked, but because this guy used to be just a basic super rare Cenozoic creature in the past, but with the Cenozoic reshuffle, this guy was swapped over to a tournament creature. This is a very good creature to have, since it is a component of the hybrid of Smilodon. And that's the strongest hybrid now on the Cenozoic side. So to have this guy unlocked, it is a good thing to do. So with that being said, well, before we totally get started, let me see if I need to click on anything. Let's check the trade harbor real quick, see what we got. See, oh, we got some for bucks. No, not doing it. Not doing it for bucks. Definitely not doing the loyalty points for an alpha, and I forgot that I have this guy in my inventory, so it's sitting there chilling, taking up trade harbor space. If you recently watched my trade harbor optimization video, link up in the right hand corner, you know that you're not supposed to do that. But I have that guy sitting there, but I also only have Apatosaurus fossils as backup, so it's not worth to speed up. Well, it's 224. Yep, we'll do that. You know why I'm doing that? It's $224 to speed that guy up. But if I get a Dinobuck offer for a fossil while that guy is sitting in my inventory, instead I might get a Dinobuck offer for the Irritator at $30, maybe $40. But if I only have the fossils, I can get a Dinobuck offer, and it's 350 to 500 Dinobucks. I'm going to come out ahead, even though I had to spend 224 to speed up that creature. So net, it's almost a 300 buck, 150 buck potential swing. So it's worth it. So, all right. That being said, let's get in here and make this run here. Let me check something here. It's a little bit earlier in the day, so it might take one less battle. We'll see how this battle is lined up. So I had some questions on my last video on why the heck do I do what I do, and now you can see that my first carnivore is way over here, so I'm probably not going to be hitting a carnivore pterosaur. I'm probably just going to be doing what's here, but I like to keep, in fact, I might even do this, because that is technically the lowest ferocity carnivores that I have. Really, these two are almost identical, since one's got 1 more attack, but the other one's got 4 more health. That's about the same exact ferocity, but technically this guy is stronger than this guy, but this guy is for sure weaker than this guy. But so I keep the 2 pterosaurs in there because I am attempting to artificially lower my ferocity, meaning that I am trying to keep my ferocity as low as I can, even though I might have a creature that's got a much higher ferocity in there, like for instance in this one, the Monolophosaurus. So right now, let's see, this is 187, 58 health. We got 43 and 16. So the team here has an average ferocity that I'm bringing here of 184.6. That's taking all of the health and adding it up, and all of the attack and multiplying it by 3 point something. I think it's 3.2. So I forgot the exact factor that I'm using, but it's 3 something. But ultimately, when I take all those together and then divide it by 3, my average ferocity is 184.6. But the Monolophosaurus by itself is quite a bit higher. It is, doing some quick math here. So the Monolophosaurus by itself is 373 ferocity, but by putting the 2 very small creatures or level 1 creatures in with it, it brings the average of my team way down, which brings my trophy count up, and as well a slightly easier matchup in the tournament. So the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing here is I am attempting to extract the maximum amount of trophies with the easiest amount of opponents that the computer will give me, without going so low on my ferocity that the computer thinks I'm trying to sandbag, and then it will give me an impossible matchup. So let's see what we will get here as a matchup against us. See if it's doable. I'm guessing it should be, unless there's something crazy going on with this tournament, but I don't think there will be. It's just a standard Jurassic. That is a decently strong pterosaur up front. That could be a problem. So yeah, this is definitely harder than a typical one here. Let's see what he does. Obviously he should kill me. There it goes. And if I get 58 times 4. Yeah, I can kill him, so let's just barely. And I'm doing that since it's going to bring in the herbivore instead. And so he's going to probably swap out and have to burn 1 to swap to the carnivore. At least typically that's what the computer will do. And since we're playing against the computer and not real people, you can kind of predict what the computer's going to do. Oh, there we go. So he's only got 55 attack. Oh, he does decide to attack. Okay, well, gonna do a little swappy swap here, just to make him burn off a few more action points to make it real easy for us. And we will not have a problem with this. But yeah, that first pterosaur was definitely tougher, I should say. Just barely had enough to take it out. So 3, go with 2 block. Probably could have just done 1 block, but I'm doing 2 just because, just to be safe. And did just enough to make it okay for us to go ahead and attack, because 2 should kill him. There we go. Alright, this is, should be 29 trophies. It's really weird on these lower levels to try to max out your trophies, because it's such a light range of creatures that you have to bring. You really don't start being able to max out your trophies until you get to Hunter League. That's when you can start getting 40 trophies per match. Let's see what the Survivor League brings us. Little DNA action. Too bad. All right, level 80 Survivor. All right, so same concept. We'll put in our lower guys, take out 1, and the reason, in case folks are also wondering why do I put this in, it's just a placeholder so I can get, because if I don't put something in there, then when I click on this guy, it's going to be in the 2nd slot, and that's not where I want it. I want it in the 3rd slot. And the reason why I want my creatures like this is the first one is strictly there as a fodder creature. I know it's going to get killed off the first attack. Ultimately, what I'm trying to do is trying to get the computer to burn off his 2 action points right away. And then my strong creature comes in with 3 action points, which is typically enough, like on that last battle, to take out the first creature. And then depending on what the other two creatures like, I can either swap around or I can block, but it gives me options. But essentially the first couple of moves are kind of pre-programmed as far as how I'm going to respond. Kind of depends on what the creatures are on the other side, but almost always I'm just going to reserve on the first one because that Alanqua is just there as fodder. All right, perfect. So again, this will be a very easy matchup. Might have to swap out, might not. Depends on what the computer does for his second move. So here, he's going to take out my Alanqua. Kind of, I don't want to say it doesn't necessarily take the fun out of it because there's definitely, you get some surprise matches up here, but it does help kind of pre-program how you're going to approach most of the matches, almost regardless of what you get on the other side when you do it this way. But like, for instance, here, is going to have 68 attack when his guy gets swapped in, the Spinosaurus. And so I'm not worried about that, so I'm not going to block because I got plenty of health. And really it's all about managing how many action points you're going to have in any of these battles. It's just, you know, I'm going to try to maximize how many points I get to play with and not burn them off on blocks. All right, perfect. So even though he attacked me with 2, again, it's only going to take 2 to kill him. He's only going to have 65 attack, so he's going to have 3 action points. I could have technically not blocked it all there, but even if he does decide to block all 3, it's only going to take 1 shot to kill him, and I'm going to have 5 on my next turn. He's only got 3. There's nothing the computer can do other than just waste time by taking a long time to decide what he's going to do. This match is effectively over, as long as I don't get disconnected. Still not sure why that happens when it does, but server glitch on Ludia's side is my only thought around that, because in order to get directly back on, it's not typically on our side of the connection. Because if it was, it would take longer to get back in. If my okay, I wasn't expecting that, but okie dokie. Top end survivor. Thought for sure we would have swapped over into hunter, but it's okay. Just means a slightly easier battle here again, since we're still in survivor, but not terribly easier. But again, get our creatures ready. First fodder, spacer, next fodder, clear the sky out, go to carnivores, scroll on up to where we just were, which was right there. So typically if I'm in hunter, right in hunter, I'm going with, let's see, going with something over here, going with the Dimetron, so I'm just going to go a little bit weaker. Use the Velociraptor Gen 2 here. Actually, no, we're going to use a Alangasaurus. Use a little common hybrid, actually, doesn't get much attention. See if this is going to be an easy matchup, a difficult matchup. It's not too bad. So it's actually pretty good since we have the herbivore right off the bat. And we can force the computer to make some decisions and use that herbivore more than maybe he wants to. And I'll show you what I mean here. So he's going to take out our first guy. And when he gets around to deciding, there he goes. Alright, so, okay, here we go. Alright, so obviously we can one-shot this guy, but we're not going to kill him, because we want to force the computer to use some of his action points. So we'll block 1, just in case he decides to attack when he either swaps, or if he attacks with this guy, but he should swap out. The question is, perfect, even better, he swapped to the second spot. Alright, so he didn't attack, and that's okay. It's going to take 2 shots, so we'll do 3 just in case he's blocking. And then we'll do 2 blocks. And then the reason why we're doing 2 blocks is because he didn't block. And if he was to swap out, he's going to have potentially enough to do some damage to us. It's only 161, probably could have just blocked once. But, all right, there we go. Okay. So he's got one more left. We'll do, I'm gonna swap out here. Just because I don't want to have to worry about anything. And there we go. So he didn't attack. So he's either going to use 3 or 4. Depends on how he feels, but it doesn't really matter how many he uses here. Hope for 4. Perfect. And then ultimately, we're going to do 3. 1 for his block and 2 to kill him. Alright, so 1 for his block and 2 to kill him. Now, if he is blocking 1, we're totally fine. Even if he's not blocking 1, we're still going to be fine because 3 attack from the 52 attack that the Paralophosaurus has are not going to be enough to damage us. Probably might not even attack because he's got such weak attack. We'll see. Okay, so technically he could be blocking all 4, right? Could be blocking 5, but that doesn't help him get further to where he needs. So he's probably only blocking 2, maybe 3. And since it only takes 1 to kill him, we are good to go. All right, excellent. But yeah, so if you have that kind of weak creature to your second creature in that first slot, I typically, depending on what the rest of the matchup looks like, I sometimes will not attack to force the computer to make a decision to either swap it out, again, which burns an action point on its side, or, oh, we're gonna get a Common Killers pack. This would be a lot better if they didn't take the Dinobucks out of them, but multiple resources is always better than just one resource, I guess. And you get the loyalty points, which is nice. But it would be a lot nicer if they just kept the Dinobucks in there. All right, so Hunter level 46. So again, the initial lineup, which I've already explained. I just got to grab a carnivore. That is going to be more consistent with what we need to bring here. Let's see here. We need 866, 451. Right, so I must have fused or utilized the one that I would have typically used here, which is okay. And so let's pick up a different guy here. Let's do hybrids. This is fun. We'll do some hybrids here. It's probably a little bit overkill. It might be a lot of overkill actually. But the next one down is not going to be enough. So let's do. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not enough. Not. Would probably make for a very difficult match if I would have used the level 40 Alongosaurus. So we use the Metrolong, and it should give us a fairly decent, easy battle. Let's see what it gives. Hopefully folks are doing well. Forgot to ask at the beginning of the video, but hopefully folks, oh yeah, Herbivore City, nice. This will be nice and easy. Hopefully folks are doing well with COVID stuff still going on. I feel like it's going to be a while. Yeah, it's been a busy week. It's been crazy. But yeah, hopefully everybody out there is staying safe, having fun, taking advantage of what you can during this time, extra time with family, video chatting with those that you would normally get to chat with but aren't able to. Yeah, it's interesting times. But I am happy to be able to get this video done earlier in the day today, just based on my schedule versus super late at night. I am excited about that. I won't have to stay up super late to get this done, which is nice. And I wasn't paying attention, so I think he hit us one. We were blocking. I don't know if we were or not, but let's do that. I can't remember. Okay, perfect, good. Couldn't remember what we're doing. And the Cenozoic back there has got some heavy hitting, so I'm glad we blocked one. Had we not, I don't think he would have killed us, but it would have been close. Well, maybe not. Maybe it wouldn't have been close. Alright, so he's got 2 left. We got 4. We don't need to swap anything. We just need to take him out. Nice and quick. It's really nice when it's all herbivores and you got a strong carnivore in the mix. Oh, 38, I thought. Oh, yeah, that's right. I said it was using a much more stronger creature, so that's why it wasn't 40. Okay, into Predator. Let's see what we get on the Predator wheel. Oh, God, it's such a tease. And just for folks, if you don't know already, what you get on these wheels is pre-planned, so they typically just do that. You almost land on the big prize just to make you think you almost landed on the big prize. Really, you were nowhere, you had no chance. But it does happen. It has happened before. I can attest to it. It's been a really long time since it has happened for me. But I have landed on the main prize before. It's just been a really long time since that's happened. All right, what are we doing? All right, we're doing Ostrophicosaurus. Actually, no, we're doing hybrids. We're doing Indominus Rex. Indominus Rex. Let's see what he gets here. I did not use a hybrid on the first battle, though. So I guess I didn't use a hybrid the whole way through. Ooh, we've got some tough carnivores here. This is not what I would have expected for this matchup. And sometimes the game will do this. It will give you a hairy matchup every once in a while. And this is one of those. So we're going to have to play this a little cool. And we might not have a chance here because there is some serious creatures on the other side. This is a way bigger outmatch for this level. This is not typical of this. So in order to do this, we're gonna have to, because I think that, can we get one-shotted by the second guy? There's 2. No, but almost a one-shot. So we're gonna swap. No, we're not gonna swap. We're gonna block for 3 and reserve 1. Because it's gonna take 3 to kill this first guy. Of course he did that. So we're gonna swap over. These are all 4. We're gonna hope that he goes for all 4. And even then, we might not have a chance here on this one. But again, this is about testing your skill when it gives you these out. Shoot, there he goes. He only did 3. Shoot. Alright, well, that is going to be a problem. So it's going to take 3. Have to assume that he's not blocking in order to survive. There we go. So let's see what he does here. So he's probably going for 6. We can. That's not what I meant to. Oh, thank God he did that. That's not what I meant to do. Let's see if he decides to go for more than 3. Okay, perfect. Okay, it might be in the. Oh my God, I gave you such a hard matchup. I'm gonna go easy on you mode. And that appears like that might be what mode he's in. So let's see if this is what's gonna happen here. If he's gonna stick with this 3 attack / using up all of his action points without reserving. Oh, maybe not. All right, so for this, we're gonna go for. Okay, see there. Really would like him to use all 4 right now. That would be best case scenario. We gotta hope that he's doing the 3 again. Okay. Okay. Now it'd be really great if he does 4 here. This is, again, we're kind of in a weird limbo of sorts. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so now we can do 2. We know that's all we need. We can block 4 and reserve 2. And we're going to hope that since this Proceterosaurus can one-shot us, that he's going to go for it. That's what we need him to do. Only 3. Okay. It's going to take 3 to kill him. Let me attack. Okay, we're going to have to assume that he's blocking. Okay. We need him to go for all 4. That's what we need him to do. If he goes for all 4, we have a chance. Shoot. We're gonna have to do a guess here. I'm gonna have to guess and hope that he is not gonna attack us for 4. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, perfect. Okay, so since we have 7, we can do 4 attack here, 3 to kill him. And block for 3. And we can survive 1 attack. Question is, we should have done 1 more because I think we need 5. 4 is not going to be enough. So we have to hope that he's not going to attack with all 4. Dang it, I should have. This is a really long, drawn-out battle. Sorry, everybody. Okay, excellent. Okay, again, we gotta hope that he is blocking for 1. And we have to hope again that he's gonna only attack with 3. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. We are getting lucky. Okay, so is 5 enough? I think 5 is enough, so we're gonna find out right now. Yes, 5 is enough. Woo! So that, my friends, is a very long, drawn-out battle for 40 points. We should get 40 points, I believe. But yeah, sometimes when the computer gives you those crazy matchups, they are doable. You have to get lucky, but it can be done. Oof, that was long. That was a long battle for one matchup. And look at that, we got rewarded with some great coins. Freaking coins. Coins. All right, so let's get this next battle going. All right, swap it over, get some carnivores going. Let's see. Ragistega is going to be too weak. We'll go with a level 30 Carniraptor, and then hopefully that'll give us enough to get us into level 40 Carniraptor space. Oh, excellent. Oh, we got the new herbivore hybrid, Ophicomymus. I think that's how you say its name. Can't remember, but this matchup should be no problemo. Much more doable in the previous matchup. So a 2-shot here, and then we'll just reserve. Since we're facing herbivores, even though he's gonna have like 400-ish. Yeah, 400 attack. Because he's got that. Ophicomimus definitely has a lot of attack for herbivore, which is nice. Oh, he's using it too. That's okay, because block 2. And if the Kentosaurus decides to go for it, which would be okay, we can take him out. And if he goes just for 1, we can take him out. Hey, read our minds. He's got 2 more block, but it's only going to take 2 to kill him. So we are good to go. Much faster than the previous battle. It should be the same trophy amount. And there it is, 40 trophies. Should bring us up into the upper reaches of Predator, and now it's gonna be good old Carniraptors until we get to Dominator. Which, oh, rare rogues, that's 2 packs so far, it's nice. Common and a rare. Again, some DNA, some coins, some food. Tapijara. Which is a really good creature to have, especially because it is one of the ingredients or one of the creatures for one of the best flyer hybrids, especially for lower levels. The Tapigelosaurus. Right, where are you at? Carniraptors. There you are. A pack of them. Let's see what we get here. Not too shabby, nothing too crazy. Let's see. There's the 2, and again, this is where I wish that the game would move a little bit quicker, because since we know we're playing against the computer, I know they're trying to make us think that we're not, but we are, and so I don't know if there's really a reason for it to take 10 or 15 seconds for the computer to make its move. I know some of this came along with the mods edition. They added mods to the game that caused this delay. Alright, so 2 from 1. But yeah, there's no real need for it, other than to make us believe that it's a person on the other side that's making the move and they're trying to decide how they want to play the action. But from a computer algorithm, it should happen very quickly to figure out what they need to do. But I know it's part of the illusion that we're playing against real players. And they do a pretty good job, because I have to admit, they had me tricked for quite a while when I was first playing the game. And I know they trick a lot of people into thinking that you're actually playing against real people, since they use real pictures of folks, and some of the stuff is kind of unpredictable, especially if you think you're playing a real player. You think it's unpredictable, but the more you look at it and the more you watch it, you know that you are facing a bot, not a real player. And the fact that you always get to go first. So either you're just super lucky, or you're not playing against a real player. But back in the day, for tournaments, it used to be where you didn't get to go first all the time, but it got switched at some point. And I'm okay with that, because I prefer to know exactly how the match is gonna play out. All right, Ceratosaurus, tournament creature from last tournament, making an appearance. It's a good looking dinosaur. I have to give him that. I like the blue, even though it might not be very realistic, but it is a cool looking color. The horns are cool too. Alright, so 3-shot here, which is okay since we got our herbivore coming in. And more than likely, he's gonna swap out Burning One with the bringing the Tanagulgus in. Stegoceratops. What you gonna do? Assuming you're gonna swap out, but let's see what happens. There it is. Tanagulgus. So when he decides to attack, okay. All right. And so since it's gonna take 3. And he's going to have 3, which is not going to be enough to kill us. Let's see what he decides to do here. If he uses at least 1, we're good. Oh, he uses all 3. Okay, here we go. And this should be our entrance to Dominator. Boom. Take it that. Predator to Dominator with 40 points. Come on, come on. Oh yeah. To 90. Dominator League reached. What will we get on the Wheel of Magic? DNA. Ooh, 1,000 DNA. Excellent. It's the best DNA prize you can get. And of course, we'll do 1 battle. And once I get into Dominator, I like to switch over to amphibians. And again, the reason, which I didn't really talk about in the beginning, the reason why I do pterosaurs, weak, and carnivore is when I'm bringing a pterosaurs to the battle, I think there's something in the computer algorithm that says, oh, he's got 2 pterosaurs, so I'm going to give him some herbivores since they are strong against that. And so since I'm bringing a carnivore and they're giving me herbivores, then I am on the upside there. And likewise here, where I'm putting in herbivores, I think that the computer is going to be like, ooh, herbivores, I'm going to give you carnivores. And so since that's what I think, and it's really just a feeling, I do amphibians as the cross class. And I do all of these Diploseuchuses, my tournament Diploseuchuses, if you will. Because these guys will give me 40 trophies and generally good matchups. So, of course, this time I don't get any of the carnivores, and I get a pterosaur. But it's the Tapagelisaurus that's spoken about earlier. It is a good hybrid and is one of the strongest rare, well, it is the strongest standard rare hybrid. Even stronger than the Carniraptor, I think. I believe so, at level 40, pound for pound. But this guy, I'm going to swap over and reserve 2, see if he decides to attack or if he decides to swap. There he is. And of course he swaps to this guy. He does not attack, so that's okay. Let's see, so he's got to do at least 2 to kill us since we're blocking 1. Hopefully he goes for all 3. If he doesn't attack, I might swap back over. See what he's thinking about. There he goes. Okay, so he used all of his points. So now we got to be careful because we've got 2-shot here. And then we can give up 1 shot from the Tapagelisaurus, which is hopefully what will happen. Hopefully he'll attack us with all 4. It's going to make our life the easiest if that's what happens. Excellent. All right. So, was that 4 to kill him? I think. Yes, 4. And then he's got 474, so we can do just 2 block on the Cenozoic that's coming in. And we seem to use 1 action point means that we don't have to guess on the next turn. You can do up to 4, obviously, do all of them, but as long as it does 1, see, now we gotta guess. So more than likely, again, he's probably blocking 2, trying to get to 6 for whatever reason. That's what the computer always does. Or maybe he's blocking 3, and that's okay also, but very rarely do they ever block all 4. Let's hope that's not one of these times. Okay, excellent, perfect. So 40 more trophies. There they are. A little bit higher up in the Dominator. Let's see what we get on the magic wheel. Be great to get an aquatic pack. No, food. Okay, food. And the reason why I say that, I don't know, I can't show you now, but the aquatic pack and the tournament pack are the only ones that actually have bucks in them, I believe. I think the aquatic pack still has them in there. All the other ones, unfortunately, have had them removed. But that, my friends, is the run from Hatchling to Dominator. Everybody, let's do a little bit of cleanup here since we, again, got some creatures during that match. Aims to hatch this guy. Just so that when we come back to the game later and we look at the trade harbor, we're not getting some low-level offer because we've got these guys in our inventory. So feed this guy. We'll leave the Mosasaurus not fed for now, just because. Let's pick up some. Oh, forgot we got to do some stuff over there. But obviously we participated. We definitely reached Prey League. We skipped right over Prey League actually. We went through Hunter, and we made it to Dominator. Super DNA abounds. All right, and like I almost said, that will do it. Everybody stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell will ensure that you'll be notified as I release videos on the channel. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. If there is something specific you would like a video on in the game, please leave a message in the comment section below on what you would like to see. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.